My dad called me lazy to my uncle. I pay for literally everything in his house. Posted on our /TrueOffMyChest, I moved back in with my dad about 6 years ago after his divorce. He emailed me saying he was struggling to pay the bills and needed help, so I came back to support him temporarily. I was living in a walkable city before this and didn't even need a car. That was the plan anyway, to temporary help. Within like 4 years, he just stopped working. I said he was going on Social Security, and that was that. He made it seem like it would be an extra bump in funds, and he'd do Uber to top things off. But now I'm paying for everything. Rent, utilities, internet, literally everything except his groceries and cell phone bill. He gets his Social Security check, and I honestly don't even know where it all goes because it's definitely not going toward household expenses. Actually, I do know where some of it goes. LOL, you're going to love this. He's gotten really into health stuff, like bogus health stuff. He spends hundreds of dollars on supplements and weird powders and these magnetic bracelets that are supposed to realign his energy fields. Is this even a thing? Last month, he spent $200 for some weird online health seminar where the so-called expert convinced him to buy a stupid little PDF filled with info that could be found on the first page of a Google search. Meanwhile, I'm over here struggling to pay rent. Oh, and the car situation. About 2 years after I moved back, he totaled his car. Kept begging me to help him get another one because he needs it for appointments, and says he feels he's mentally regressing due to staying home all day, even though he barely goes anywhere once I got the car. I suggested Uber again, which took forever to convince him to even try. I convinced him to do Uber years ago, a year before his divorce. But he kept insisting he needed his own car, so I ended up co-financing one with him because he wouldn't stop asking. Guess who's been making every single payment? Me. I'm the only one paying the bill, and honestly I've decided to just let it get repoed at this point because I can't afford it on top of all the other bills I'm paying. I'll have it voluntarily repossessed by the end of this month. Unsurprisingly, he's furious about this. I've been trying to talk to him about moving somewhere cheaper because I can barely keep up with all these payments. The area we're in is expensive and somewhat isolated, and I could cut my costs in half if we relocated. He keeps saying no because he's established here and doesn't want to start over. Start over? My brother in Christ, you're not doing anything. Yesterday, I found out through my uncle that my dad has been talking about me behind my back. Apparently I'm lazy and that boy don't help around the house enough, and just play on my PlayStation 5 all day I received as a gift from my mom. My uncle called me confused because he knows I'm the one paying for everything. He was like, your dad said you're lazy? Aren't you working full time? I confronted my dad about it, and he said I misunderstood and that he just meant I don't do enough chores. Chores? I'm paying your rent. When I pointed that out, he said, well, it's still my house. It's not even his house. We're renting. For years, I felt responsible for him. He'd guilt-trip me constantly about family, taking care of family, and we're a team. I used to feel so guilty about even thinking of leaving. But honestly, I don't feel that guilt anymore. Now I'm just battling with this feeling that I'd be abandoning him if I left, even though he's literally calling me lazy behind my back while I fund his entire life. Can someone call you lazy when you're literally paying for everything? I feel like I'm going insane. My friends don't know about this as I'm too embarrassed to talk to anyone about it besides my mom, who has appealed and says that's one of the reasons why she left him. But also he's calling me lazy while buying magnetic bracelets with his Social Security money and getting mad that I can't afford the car payment for his car that I co-signed on. My guilt is gone at this point. I can't believe I felt guilty all these years and wasted so much of my life supporting this man-child, looking for apartments in a small, affordable city. Relevant comments. Commenter 1. Think it is time for you to move back out and leave him on his own and for him to start paying his own way again. Commenter 2. Family helping family goes both ways. Time to move out, my friend. Commenter 3. You're not crazy. My mom did the same thing to me, except the family believed her. It took her dying for the family to realize she wasn't being truthful. I'm still estranged from most of my family, but I finally have peace and live alone. Move out and let dad figure out his own finances. But you won't be lazy then. Wired Abyss here. I think the dad is just projecting his own insecurities. What are your thoughts? Please follow if you enjoyed. I never generate fake stories using AI. Never have unnecessary multiple parts. I've also started posting on YT. Check bio for more info.